Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today I have Joie Cheng with us. She is a best-selling author, professional keynote speaker, and book publishing coach. So welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tyler. It's great to be here.
Of course, it's great to have you here. And we'll dive into the first one. The first question I have for you, Joie, is what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Well, when I was in my 20s, I went through a period of deep depression and suicidal thoughts. And it was really hard for me to get out of bed. There were times where, I would cross this bridge on the way to work and I would think about what would happen if I jumped off that bridge. And it was a really confusing time in my life because there was nothing on the outside that would make it seem like I should feel that way. I didn't have like a horrible breakup or a traumatic loss that I'd experienced. But then looking back, what I realized is that I didn't love myself and I wasn't living my purpose. I ended up in an abusive relationship, and that's when I realized that I didn't love myself. And I decided that I need to end that relationship and start learning to love myself.
Thank you for sharing that with us. The next one I have for you, Joie, is what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
So I have people that will say, I don't know, I want to write a book, but I'm not really sure what to write about. And, so I would say that it's a process that can unfold when you're working with somebody. So you don't need to know exactly what the book is going to be about because it could change. I've had clients that I've worked with who came in with one idea and then it became a different, their book became something different. So just to, not like be thinking that you have to have, know exactly what your book is going to be about, that it's something that's going to evolve as you work with it.
Agreed. And what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
It would be to just not, never give up. They say that, you're 3 feet from gold, right? So there's times where it's easy to say, okay, this isn't working. I'm not getting the result that I want. And so maybe I should try something else. But I would say just keep going, because if you don't keep going, then, failure is something that I believe we all can learn from. But if you never stop, then there's you're not really failing,
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
To trust yourself. I think that I have learned, through my years that the more that I trust myself, whenever I do trust myself, that I'm never regretting trusting myself when I make those decisions.
And it might tie in then, but in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
I would say it's actually gratitude, and being in the moment, because when you're in the present moment, in my experience, it's hard to not be happy when I'm in the moment. It's usually when I'm upset about something, it's because of something that happened in the past, or, if I'm feeling anxious, it's about something in the future. So really just being in the moment. When you're in the moment, it feels like there's nothing wrong in the moment.
Could not agree more. And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
So I've been reading, again, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. And, what I love about that is the idea that, rich people think differently than poor people. And so it's really about your mindset. And
what is your favorite quote and why?
So my favorite quote is actually in my book, but it's from Marianne Williamson. And it's, the quote, it's, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others." So I love that quote. I remember the first time I heard that, it just really hit me, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I just love it because I really think it's true, that we are not here to play small, and that it doesn't serve other people when we play small.
I love that quote as well, and thank you for sharing that with us. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
So you can go to my website, which is joiecheng.com. That's joiecheng.com.
Perfect. Thanks again, Joy. We appreciate you hopping on.
Yeah, thanks again for having me, Tyler.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.